disciplined. You know, we've got to be detailed in what we do, and we've got to be dependable. You know, down in and down out, and really good situational, you know, awareness. That's really it. Just continue to bring guys along. I mean, I think we've got good players and good depth. I mean, the young guys is probably the biggest area I want to see. You know, Koval and Toriano and J. Lou. You know, those guys kind of keep coming and just become more and more dependable. But we've got good leadership. It's a good group.
Yeah. What's your take on Malcolm Williams right now?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, he's playing corner, playing nickel for us. You know, got a lot of confidence in Malcolm. Made a couple plays today. You know, same thing. Really good leader. Very functional football player. Probably play safety for us as well. We needed him.
Watching Xavier yesterday, he looks amazing physically. What kind of a week has he had?
He's had a great camp. He really has. I mean, he's as focused as he's ever been. He's never ever seen him run like I've seen him run. And he's really, really fast. Just you know, playing within the scheme. And the probably thing I'm most proud of with him is just he's really developed into a good leader. You know, he's a good leader. I'm proud of him. I mean, James Thomas he's what coach is all about. I'm just really proud of him and who he is, how he's developed and matured as a man, and just his conscientiousness on all the little things.
Dabo, with Cole and Antonio, do you have that same level of maybe trust in them that you did with Will, that you could have that confidence in them to return punts come against Georgia Tech?
Right now, no. So we got a long way to go, but we'll see. I think they're very natural. Certainly, if he played today, it'd be Willie T for sure. A lot of confidence in him. He's on his way to having a great year for us last year. But I do think Antonio and Cole will be good return guys as they go. But I'm sure you'll see them at some point this year. As of today, I would not run them out there.
Yeah, but it's on the left side of the line, J-Mac and Marcus at the tackle on the line. Does that feel set, or is there some
you know, we've actually, we've flipped them. We've cross-trained them. Marcus is working left tackle because, you know, we've got again. What if J-Mac, you know, got an ingrown toenail and couldn't walk? You know, who's the next best tackle? Is it Marcus and moving a guard in there? You know, so we tried to just. It's a lot like the NFL. You know, you got dress 7 or 8, and you got to have some flexibility. But when you're in our situation, you just want to get who's the best 5, who's the next best 5, or the next 7, 8, whatever. So sometimes the guy has to move. So we've cross-trained J-Mac and Marcus on both sides. Marcus is doing a really, he's just night and day from where he was this time last year. I mean, night and day. So much, his body's different, he's stronger. But he's just so much more confident and sure of himself. And as a result, you play more physical, you play faster. You know, your endurance is a little bit better because you're not hyperventilating every play. So it's been good. They've done a nice job. Putnam's been excellent. Putnam has been really good. That's probably been my thing I'm most pleased with is our snaps during camp. It's been really, really good. Really good.
Any false starts today that you recall?
We had a couple. Yeah, we had a couple.
Cade getting back in the stadium, playing live, is how far have you seen him come since the spring?
Cade?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he just kind of picked up where he left off, you know. I mean, just moment's never too big for him. I mean, he's just a very natural kid. You know, he's very eager. He's got a lot of energy, and you know, I thought he did a good job. Had one really bad play, but you know, he's just a bigger, stronger version of what we saw in the spring. Smarter.
As you said, he had purple jerseys in the room during the spring scrimmage, so you feel like he's capable.
Yeah, he had a couple of those today too. He had a couple where it it's a sack, and we need to get rid of it. Sometimes they kind of get in a bad habit out here, but we can't afford to hit the quarterback. So it is what it is. Got to kind of coach him out of that, and you play yourself out of it. But he'll learn. He'll learn, and he's really fast, and so he's got a lot of confidence in his ability to run, and he's learning that we got other fast people too that can also run. I think he got away with a lot in high school. Not many guys can run with him. And we got some dudes on the other side of the ball that they run a little bit too.
So I've been working on the rugby points yesterday.
Yeah.
Could that be a clincher with these three guys?
It's just a part of our inventory. We got a lot of types of kicks that we have to work on, kickoffs, different types of kickoffs, lots of different types of punts, and you just never know what your situation is. Weather, wind, maybe there's some elite returner, whatever it is, and so you just if you just have a fastball, usually they hit it. We kind of want to be Greg Maddox, right? We want to have all the pitches, so kind of hard to have all the pitches we don't work on. So we work on it. A little different too with a lefty. First time we've really had to kind of coach that up. We did it a couple times last year, but so just something we got to have in our toolbox. Just depending on how people play. We're a shield punt team, and so how people play that changes from week to week. So sometimes you just gotta make sure you've got a different way to get the ball off based on maybe game plan or how they stress your protection.
Any cornerbacks who caught your eye today?
Not really. I saw Jay Lou make a nice PBU, but we had 2 or 3 PIs today. But I see the tape, see what all's on there.
Have you done any opponent-specific stuff?
We did all of our first 3 or 4 opponents from spring to early summer, just our normal preseason scout report stuff that we always do. So we've done a lot of preseason study on what we think and just gathering information, spring games and all that type of stuff. And going back to last year, we're going to play a lot of different coaches this year. There's a lot of different coordinators that's on our schedule. So some of it just doesn't help you. That's what makes the opener hard. Georgia Tech's got different people, different players, transfers, all kind of different things. So it's, and y'all heard me say the opener to me is always the hardest game because you got more time to prepare than any other game that you ever have, and there's so many unknowns. You just don't. You think Usually, when you play 2 or 3 games, you start to at least have an identity. You know a little bit more about the personnel. You have a much better feel for who they are schematically. Not that you don't have game plan stuff week to week, but just a little bit of a personality. When you've had all spring and all summer, and you don't know a lot about their personnel, especially when there's a lot of influx of new people and coaches, it just creates extra stress because it's just, especially in the early part of the game, there's a lot of feeling out going on. Like, okay, you think you kind of have an idea of who they are, but you don't really know. We had that happen last year. We were playing. They played everything we did prepare for, and we had a hard time with it. But just making adjustments.
I don't know if you saw any of it last night, but pretty neat to have 2 of your quarterbacks share the field in an NFL game.
I did not. We were out here, so we had a late walkthrough last night, so I did not get to see it. Unfortunately, hopefully they got a picture. I don't know if they got a picture. I hadn't seen it yet. Maybe they did. But pretty cool. 2 national championship quarterbacks get a chance to play against each other.
Take 1 or 2 more if anybody has any.
Peyton Page with the weight loss, how do you think he might make sense at reserve this year?
He's going to be a great one. He can play. He looks great, moving great. He's playing with a high motor. He's just got a lot more energy to him. And he's again, that's a position of depth for us. So hopefully we can play fast and physical and wear people down. He'll be a part of that for sure. Capon had 2 sacks today. It was good to see. good to see him. Denhoff's another guy, you know, I don't really ever get asked about, but redshirt freshman. Really like what I'm seeing from Denhoff. Greg Williams had a nice play today. You know, Swint. We got a lot of guys outside of just the everybody talks about that I think will make a difference for us this year.
Anybody else?